Okay, so this is my second video, and welcome again. Today is, today is Tuesday. And here in Atlanta, it's about 70-something degrees, so it's kind of warm in December, which I cannot front. I am actually very happy about that. No, Jilly Cat. No. Now you see? Now you see? Now you see here? You see here? Okay. So she was getting ready to get in something she wouldn't have no business getting into. But anyway, so I guess I can kind of tell you all what's been going on lately. Hadn't been a lot. Thanksgiving is over, thank goodness. Christmas is coming up. My boyfriend just had a birthday, so he just turned 31. And we hung out for his birthday. We went to the Georgia Aquarium, and we went to this so-so place called Leon's, which is located in South Decatur. North Decatur, not South Decatur, North Decatur. And finally put up the Christmas tree. I mean, nothing spectacular, nothing spectacular has been going on. What has been going on, though, is I have been looking for a job, feverishly looking for a job. And if you watch my first video, you will learn that I am a returned Peace Corps volunteer, and I've been home since October, and I'm unemployed, and I guess I could kind of give you a little story about my Peace Corps experience. Wasn't all bad, wasn't all good. I had some challenges, and mostly the country that I lived in just doesn't respect women. Mostly, not not everyone, but mostly they just have like a strange relationship with women. So neither here nor there. I had just been, involved in like one too many incidences, and I suffered from a little bit of anxiety and depression, and was medically, separated, and I had to return home. And I'm also in counseling, so I go to counseling once a week, and I try to implement some practical tools and skills so that I can function, and so that I can, feel better. But that's neither here nor there. So I don't want to get into all of that. I think like most of what this video is about is like this whole situation with this job. Like when I was in the Peace Corps, I used to sit up and be like, all right, once I finish my service, I'm going to come back and the floodgates of employment is going to open. And that is just not the case. Like, that's just not the case. And the type of work that I want to do, I want to do international development. So I want to do anything development related, and I want to work with the international community. I really, really like, my dream is to just become an expat, which has nothing to do with work, but I want to work and live in another country. Like, that's something that I've always kind of fantasized about ever since I was a little kid. And people in my family have traveled extensively, from my great-grandmother on down. And I hadn't traveled extensively, but I think I've been to a couple more places than maybe your, average person. So I definitely want to become an expat. I definitely want to, live and work abroad. And I feel like I'm best suited for international development. I'm best suited for development type of work, project planning and consulting and advising people, and giving people the tools and the skills necessary for them to thrive in their own community. I can just transfer knowledge. I can't change anything. I can just transfer knowledge, and I have to trust and leave it up to them to do what they need to do for wherever they live. But that process is like super hard. Finding a job in that field is like super hard. Like, minimum qualifications entry is master's degrees, and I only have a bachelor's of science in business administration. with a focus on finance. And I'm not a banking person, but that's what I got because I just didn't explore any other options. And like I said, there's just like this huge, I just like set myself up thinking once I finish with the Peace Corps, I would come home and I'm going to be like this black girl that speaks Azerbaijani and Russian, and I have business skills, and I worked with, you know, a certain sector of society. I'm well traveled, and folks will be looking at my resume like, oh, you're hired. And it just does not work like that. It does not work like that. Man, I mean, I hadn't even gotten like a response. I have not gotten a response. And so I probably apply for a job maybe 3 to 4 times a week. And I know that that doesn't sound like a lot. It might even sound like I'm not trying hard enough. But because I really want to go into a certain type of field, I don't want to just be shooting my resume to any and everybody when the type of work that they're doing is not what I want to do. Like, I'm very focused on what it is that I want to do. And it's just panning out that I'm not getting, obviously there's like crazy mad competition, and I'm just not getting the responses that I want. I'm not really even getting any responses. And it's just, you know, my goodness, what's going on? So I'm kind of at a crossroads. And my crossroads is, do I go on to graduate school, get that master's degree, take out more loans, which I will do a blog about this. I will do a video about this. I am so freaking anti-student loans. I don't understand why schools have to cost so much. Like, education should be free. And I'm just going to say that, and you might disagree with me, but education should be free. It should be left up to the person to decide whether they want to go to school or not. And I think, you know, I don't have a financial model of how I could make education free, but education should be free. And I can hear like the sarcastic me saying like, education is free, bitch, you can just go to the library. But anyway, I don't want to take out any student loans, but it's looking like I might have to, and I might have to just go ahead and go to graduate school. And I'm 30, I'll be 31 really, really soon. And I'm just not interested in that type of debt. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not interested in that type of debt. But this job situation, it's not happening, Captain. Like, it's just not what I thought it was going to be. And then the second thing is that me and my boyfriend really want to move to London. We don't know why. We just think it's better. We just think it's better. We don't know why we want to move to London. I had been there once before. My parents go twice a year. My dad does some business there. And we just think it's better. We just don't want to be here. We love America, and we're so proud that Obama is like, you know, our president. I'm so proud of him. But, you know, we want to live in the UK. We want to be like Britpops and shit. So anyway, that's my kind of little, you know, rant and update about like what's going on. At the end of the day, I'm still trying. I don't know if you have like, I don't know where else to look. I feel like I've been on Indeed, Idealist, Opportunity Knocks, Glassdoor, you know, federal website, USA Jobs. I've taken foreign service exam. I've taken the foreign service exam. And I don't know if that's what I want to do either, but I don't know. That's what's happening. And that is probably misconception number 1, is that when you finish the Peace Corps, jobs are just gonna fall in your lap. And in this economy, it's just not happening like that. And there's just way too much competition, and companies are requiring a hell of a lot more for an annual salary of like $50,000. Like, they want you to have a master's degree and 10 years experience. And I don't have that. Like, I don't have that. Like, I'm smart as a whip and I'm focused, but everybody feels that way about themselves. So that's it. That's all I have to say to the world. That, I don't know. Where do we go from here? Anyway, thanks for listening. I'm gonna let you go. I have nothing else to do besides look for a job. And I'll check back with you guys soon. I'll put up another video. And we'll see. All right. Bye. Thanks for listening. Bye.